let's move over to Crestwood, Mark Atherton, and welcome into the show, Coach. And got a little plug there from Spencer Lunger saying you're one of the good guy coaches, I guess, in the WVC, and I guess you're going to work again this year, huh?
Hey, John. Yeah, thanks. That was very nice, Spencer, and I think I wish him well there at Tunkhannock. I think he'll do some great things. Yeah, it's going to be another great year, and I think it's interesting because of the fact that the new alignment has made things quite interesting. We now play Myers and the GAR, Berwick, and Tunkhannock are now cross games in Division II. So I really think it's going to be interesting and a lot of fun this year.
Berwick's not going to surprise anybody now. I think last year they surprised a lot. Their coach felt pretty strong about them last year, that they were going to have a positive season. And, hey, good for them. You know, a program that their coach works hard. He's extremely enthusiastic. And the kids of Berwick now saying, hey, we can play some basketball.
Yeah, I think it's important that he tries to continue what he built on last year. And I think you're right. He does work very hard, and I'm happy for him, and he certainly has taken that program, the next step in the program, playing for a district title. And I wish him well in Division II, and we get an opportunity to play them again this year at their place because when you cross, you only play them once. So that certainly will be a challenge for us.
Mark, you talked a little bit with Spencer about, getting kids out, getting kids enthusiastic. And, of course, I see a little bit now at the Division III basketball level how it's changed. It's on the college level, it's so competitive, and you're getting kids coming out of high school and going to Division III. It's a big change. So now, for you're seeing kids through high school. What's it like to try to separate those players and maybe not going through the burnout thing? And kids are involved with the AAU stuff, and maybe playing all summer or maybe not playing one sport, and it still has to be fun. And I think Spencer alluded to that a little bit, making sure kids are having fun, but they also want to play.
Yeah, it's $1 million question. When is when, and how much should you do, and even at younger levels. And I think the answer is every kid is different. I think some kids will soak it up, and you could go by Minor Park and Cole Street, and the kids are playing nonstop day and night. And then sometimes you'll go to a team camp and play 3 games in a day, and kids are tired and sore and can't imagine playing 3 games. So, every kid is different. As far as how much they should do, again, I think some kids will just play and all they want, and other kids, you will burn them out. So we try to balance it. We try to, we encourage our kids to play as many sports as possible. We have a lot of baseball and lacrosse players, a lot of football and soccer players, and I think every sport complements itself and each other, I should say, and we really try to encourage that. And if we could get the guys in the off season committing to us and their other sports, and like Spencer said, have some fun with it, I think when the season rolls around, we'll be in good shape.
You went through some years where you had some big kids there. Crestwood, it seems like you can't get that 6'6", 6'7" kid lately. You have anybody tall in the ranks, or you just have some good, solid basketball players that play a little bigger than normal there at Crestwood this year?
Yeah, I think the only team that really seems to grow them year in and year out is Abington Heights. I don't know what's going on up there. That's a good thing they have going. But we had our run with some size, and we've done well with guys who are 6'2", 6'3". One of my best rebounders ever was a kid who probably was barely pushing 6'1", and he was just an amazing kid at getting position. And, another one who was a very good rebounder for me was Jerry Gilski, who was a football coach at Lehman. And Jerry just knew how to get position and size at a very, 6 foot, maybe 6'1", pushing. And so it's not always the size, although that does help. But we have a couple 6'4" guys right now, so we're happy with that. We think we'll be okay this year. We have a ways to go, but we know in order to compete in Division I, you got to bring your game every single night, and you got to bring defense first, and certainly hope the offense takes care of itself.
And I think you have a nephew playing as well, right down the river a little bit.
I do. He plays at Danville, and we actually scheduled him this year. They've had a couple up there. His name is Shane Kozik. He's a sophomore, and he just got done with his football season, and he's off to basketball. And they won a district title last year down there, so we're excited to get an opportunity to play them. They're going to be very good, and we really bumped up our schedule. We have all 6As And we have Danville would be the only team that's not a 6A, but they're going to be very good and win a ton of games, down the river. So we're excited about our exhibition. Right off the bat, we have Scranton, Del Valle, and Williamsport. So, we're going to find out where we are, how much work we have to do to get competitive in our league.
All right, we're going to be wrapping up that basketball preview magazine in the next week or two and get that out to everybody. Mark, I want to thank you for your time and look forward to seeing your team represented there in the magazine, okay?
Yeah, thanks, John. That magazine is awesome. We appreciate you putting that out.
You got it. Mark Atherton, the head coach of Crestwood, again, looking forward to another very good year for the Crestwood Comets in 2016. When we come back, of course, part of that is 2017 as well. We're going to talk Mid-Valley basketball. Vince Buccarelli is going to join us. Stick around as we head out our local State Farm Insurance agent, Jen Ricky Loophole break. Like a good neighbor, Jen Ricky Loophole is there. We'll be back on WILK.